Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be covering The Thing. He made his first appearance in Fantastic Four, issue number 1, that was actually released in August of 1961, despite having a publication print date of November of 1961. His real name is Benjamin Jacob Grimm, aka Ben, and he's a mutate human male that stands 6 feet tall and weighs 500 pounds. Having blue eyes and originally brown hair, despite when he's in his mutated form having no hair, while being completely covered in an extremely durable yet flexible rock-like orange substance. Notably also having only 4 fingers on each hand while he's in this form. Now, the Thing is most commonly known for his vast durability, being virtually impervious to any form of physical attack, to include temperature and environmental extremes, not to mention that he can survive in deep ocean waters or in space without a suit. Even his inner tissues and musculature are extremely enhanced so far as their density is concerned. Matter of fact, one of the few things that are able to penetrate his body is the indestructible metal named adamantium, which Wolverine's claws are made from. And it's also now determined that the Thing is immortal, not being able to age unless he's in his human form, which he now has the ability to temporarily revert to once a year. To go on, his amazing durability even extends to his senses, with it being very hard to overwhelm these with excessive stimuli. Now, Thing also has moderate superhuman stamina and vast superhuman strength, being able to lift around 85 tons in his base state, although there have been occasions where he's proven to be much stronger in short bursts. His raw strength is supplemented by some intangibles, such as his indomitable will and just raw tenacity. Basically, dude is one of the toughest there is and is known to not give up, even if it were to risk his life. This fact alone has repeatedly given him the ability to go up head-to-head against powerhouses like the Hulk, with him going toe-to-toe with the Green Goliath on many occasions over the years, with there not being a clear winner, despite Hulk admittedly being much stronger than him. In addition to his physical ability, Ben is an expert pilot, being able to fly just about any aircraft, as well as being a proficient hand-to-hand fighter, having collegiate-level experience with wrestling, football, and even jiu-jitsu. Now, long ago, Ben grew up in poverty in New York City, eventually going along with his brother Daniel to get involved with the wrong crowds, specifically the Yancey Street Gang. But after his parents passed away, he was taken in by his uncle Jake, who was a doctor that helped set the boy up and put him on the right path. He would keep himself together and end up going to Empire State University on a football scholarship. And the very first year he was there, his roommate would end up being a brilliant scientist student named Reed Richards, who we all know would end up becoming his best friend. When Reed told Ben that his plan was to one day build a starship, Ben would jokingly say that one day he would pilot it. But as things would turn out, after college, Ben would join the Air Force and become an excellent pilot and astronaut. Yet when Reed's dream of a starship came true, it would reach its testing phase with the government threatening to cut off funding. Despite this, Reed would stage a test flight anyway, and Ben would agree to be his pilot, although he did voice concerns that the radiation shields weren't enough. Reed and Ben would go for it, launching off into space along with Reed's fiancée, Susan Storm, and Sue's brother named Johnny. And on that fateful day in space, the four were bombarded with high levels of cosmic radiation, and the Fantastic Four was born. Each of them was uniquely altered on a genetic level and gained unusual powers. Ben himself would get rocky orange-colored scales, and his strength would grow exponentially. And when Reed convinced all of them that they should use their powers to help humanity, Ben would take on the nickname Thing. He would go on to periodically and unexpectedly revert back to his human form, despite himself nor Reed being able to figure out how to control his change. And although Ben would struggle with his appearance for many years, he would have bright spots, such as falling in love with and dating the blind sculptor Alicia Masters. And after fighting in the first of the Secret Wars, he would even go on to have several more loves, falling for Terriana of Lean, Sharon Ventura, who was Miss Marvel at the time and would later become She-Thing, and even serious involvement with a teacher named Debbie Green, although he would ultimately come back around and marry his first true love, Alicia. Ben would then go on to spend a brief period depowered, where he would still perform heroics to save the Future Foundation and the world from Annihilus. Towards the end of this phase, he'd get his powers back during his dealings in the negative zone. But one of his most powerful moments would come when the Serpent, aka Cole Borson, unleashed fear on Earth during the Fear Itself storyline, with Ben grabbing one of the hammers of the worthy and becoming Angrier, Breaker of Souls, which boosted his already formidable powers at least 10 times over. The only thing, though, that saved him from this horrendous form of possession was the vast powers of Franklin Richards. Which, since we're bringing up beings that have vast cosmic abilities, I have to mention the Thing's ultimate form, which is when he briefly had all of the Infinity Stones incorporated into his body, becoming the Infinity Thing. The Thing would go on to have many more adventures, taking part in subsequent Secret Wars, and even briefly becoming a member of one of the Avengers teams, in addition to roaming deep space with the Guardians of the Galaxy. But ultimately, due to his Fantastic Four team needing him, he's comfortably landed back with who he considers family. Now, due to his powers and abilities, and his influence on the Marvel Universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give The Thing a rating of 9, which is an epic rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join the new Sage.